Okay, it's now Thursday, the 3rd of December, and I am back again for another Advent reading. Today's reading is taken from Genesis chapter 21, and we're going to read verses 1 to 6. But as always, before we come to today's passage, I'm going to head back over to my Advent calendar. We've opened 2 doors so far, and today we're going to go for door number 3. So let me pop number 3 open. Oh, it's the hardest one to open so far. And let's see what's inside. So today we have an N, and we have a verse from Luke chapter 1 verse 32, and it says, "He will be great, and people will call him the Son of the Most High." Our Bible reading for today is called A Promised Child, because Christmas is God's way of saying to all of us, I always keep my promises. Yesterday we heard about the promise that God made to Abraham that he would be the father of many children, and that from his family would come a blessing to all of the world. Jesus, the rescuer, would come from Abraham's descendants. But as we come to our reading today, well, no son has been born. And so that terrible lie of the serpent makes Abraham wonder to himself, can I be sure that God really will keep his promise? It seems that Abraham's wife Sarah, well, she also had the same doubts about what God had said. In fact, in Genesis 18, we read that whenever she heard the promise that God had given to Abraham, she laughed. She just couldn't believe it. What a ridiculous thought. How could she possibly have a son? She was so old. She was full of doubts. She didn't believe what God had said. But God, well, he was actually telling the truth. And so 9 months later, we're told that Sarah gave birth to a baby boy, and she called him Isaac, which means son of laughter. She once laughed thinking that God's promise was too far-fetched, but now she laughed because she was full of joy at God keeping the promise he made. As we come to a close today, let me ask you another question. What brings you joy? Especially at Christmas, what are the things that bring you joy at Christmas? There are a few that pop into my mind. First of all, we've got presents. Who doesn't love getting a good gift? Or maybe what brings you joy is all that lovely Christmas food in a cheeky selection box. Maybe what brings you joy is spending time with your family and enjoying a nice Christmas movie. Or if you're like me, what brings you joy is one of your favourite Christmas coffees. Delicious. The thing is, most of the things that bring us joy at Christmas, they don't last. The joy is there for a moment, but it doesn't last forever. There's only one thing, in fact, one person who can give us joy that lasts forever, and that person is Jesus. Christmas tells us that Jesus is God's yes to all of his promises. The joy of a Christmas gift will last for a short time, but the joy that Jesus puts in our hearts will last forever. Jesus is real joy,